Cloudy skies. Today, you can look for intermittent clouds, with a high of 44 degrees and a low of 32 degrees.
Good morning to my chat. Rise and shine. My alarm has went off, but I have a few minutes before I head out the door. Oh, good morning, APC. Good morning, TJ. Good morning, Ashley. Not going to be here long, so people will have to catch the replay. But if you look at my title, it will clearly says the wolf pack. And you understand how the wolves work, you can understand life in itself, including the systematic of the culture that a lot of people likes to talk about that put oppression and some suppression on humanization. Okay? Pap studies a lot of things. She just doesn't have to come on a social media site to express it or impress it to nobody. But when this R. Kelly situation occurred, if you can go back and understand why you came to either support or demolish this man, you would understand what this wolf pack looks like, why it acted out the way it did, or played out, if you prefer that word. Okay? Pap understood it from the very beginning. When she entered into this massive jungle of the wolves, a wolf is not that easy to spot out. You have to wait until caucus have been placed about in the field. And there were. They came as packs, large packs of wolves. Now imagine the smell of the animals that was feasting. And I mean a good feast, not a bad feast, for R. Kelly. Now imagine those that chooses to not feast for R. Kelly, but you also have to understand the ones that came to pretend to feast for R. Kelly. And again, I emphasize feasting as a good way, not the bad way yet. Okay? There was a lot to eat off of this situation with R. Kelly. And the wolf pack knew that. The bad wolves, the colored wolves, the wolves with the distinctions of their eyes, the distinction of the way that they talk, the distinction of the way that they would come at you with different language. Language that would make you ask yourself, well, why this? Which leads to your next question, who are you? A lot of people asking themselves, well, who are you? Where did you all come from? Why is it that your feasting is different from the feasting of others. I paid close attention of those good wolves that came out to feast in Chicago. I paid damn good attention to it. I listened and I watched. So I became one of the loners of the good pack to resume back home, continuously clicking on YouTube. Something isn't right, Pap. You have to fall back and strong eye the bad wolves. I kept asking myself why, till now I understand. They came as a pack. They separated somewhere behind the scene, and each pack, each wolves had a duty. Period. That duty was to go out in search of your prey, to understand or to slither through the crack of certain individuals, learn their lives, see what's in their head, or possibly try to recruit. Because this R. Kelly team could get stronger than our pack. We cannot allow that. So this is what you go do, Cisco. This is what you go do, Peter. This is what you go do, Bob. This is what you go do, Rolona. First generation came. And that first generation sat over there and did a whole lot of yapping, setting up the plan, setting up the plot. Second generation came. They separated, either pretending as if they didn't belong to the first pack. We're going to scatter and do things this way. The third generation has come even harder. This is when they've come out and received all of the knowledge of who's who, what's what, who can fall weaken, who can help us strengthen our pack. Some of those people were brought back to the pack. Now, the pack has reunited right in everybody's face. I sit and I watch constantly members of this umbrella. It does, I don't even know if I want to say shocking, because I think that that would be the wrong word, but I don't think that it ever surprised me to that extent, because life has an existence of equivalency. If there is something in life that we all have been through and we all talk about day in and day out, with the oppression, dealing with the economy, dealing with socialism, dealing with financialness, you name it. We blamed one group of people. And no offense to my white people, but that is who we predominantly blame. That's who we blamed on how we were made, why we were made, how this became of, how we gonna overcome it. Oh yeah, they oppressed us really, really bad. And we've learned quite a bit about them. But the same thing that you see in this trait of this speaking of what these people have done and how you have learned it and why you have learned it, whether it was from your home or whatever, you've just sat and watched the pack play out what they claim that the white culture or the elite people, as they want to say, oppress on you. Your same people have done it to you. Done it to you. I know the pack. Most of y'all know the pack too. But can you talk about how the pack actually moved out here? Because I've listened and I've learned. I can also identify. But I didn't even come out here for this shit. Everybody proclaims to have these certain knowledge skills amongst adults whom I'm looking at from afar into this media world. I am very elusive to believe that hundreds of these people have not adopted this knowledge that you should have so that another color of your kind feels as if they are well capable of teaching or straying you off your grid on the shit that they speak. Something I would never, ever remotely try to understand. I don't want to understand it anymore. This has been the most hideous shit that I have ever seen in my life. See, I can accept the fact of people calling me this, people talking about that, because I can also pretend to be this or to be that. The packs came, and I don't give a fuck what nobody says. They all have now finally aligned themselves together. Did they come in the most dignifying way possible? Maybe, because that's pretty much what we are used to looking at, and listening to. You think that people would come into your lives, shaking hands, hugging it out, brothering and sistering, and all that shit. And that there was going to be someone out of all of these people to accept the way that they came. No, not Pat. She wasn't that easy of a target. I'm a fucking lioness. I'm a fucking lioness. And one thing about the lioness, the only thing that you can take from a fucking lioness is that leftover motherfucking carcass. That's it and that's all. But I would definitely never set myself up to be they prey. Call my phone. Email your shit. Come on live and talk your shit. My brain and my brain cells, they never have left my head. We listen to all of this shit about what they can do to you, how these people have transpired or had transparency on your fucking life. And they sat right out here and did it to their own fucking people with no fucking problem. And you wants to know why Pap ain't in a fucking pack? 'Cause I ain't the fucking prey to be preyed upon. Period. But a whole lot of people speaking about ones that put comments in the area. Oh, they got you. They got you. Anytime you can sit on the chat and put your hand up, you up at the head of the class. Yeah, you right. Yep, sure did. Rule number 1. You don't never agree to anything a motherfucker say that you don't motherfucking know. Period. This is social media. The most that I can give you is a fucking nod of the head, letting you know that I hear you, but I ain't sold on that shit. And I played that motherfucking shit for a mighty long time. But I guess I'm just getting tired, and now my mouth is really going to start opening up. I did say that I was calling out a few packs bullshit, but I'm also ready to call out a whole bunch of other motherfucking bullshit. Because that's basically what the fuck they ran out here. Some bullshit. You set out there to be gullible and vulnerable because you like the formation of a sentence, because a person has a word that sounds so goddamn exquisite to you to make the context of they fucking sentences sound correct politically. Yeah, you'll fall for any goddamn thing. Period. The games that these people has played has been atrociously hideous. But they did it to their own goddamn people. People that actually set aside their lives to come and walk or talk and support for one person. It was only a matter of time that the pack was actually going to fall right back in line. Wolves only stay separated momentarily because they're out searching for the prey. Once their bellies are full or they realize that they have babies back at home in the shallow of the brush, they still going back. They all going back. They made sure that you didn't really see how they came about and how they come out from that brush. They only came out and scattered about when they start smelling gullible and vulnerable prey. They can keep this shit. They can have that shit. I knew I had a life. I know what the world consists of. And I know what it should not consist of. But there's something that you just can't help. How people, how the motherland of the people will play and prey on your emotional using their skillful and planned out tactic. Because people been everywhere talking about everybody and everything. Stragglers. Just stragglers. And stragglers are people that you definitely have to be very, very wary of. Very, very careful. No difference from the goddamn bomb in mind. Yeah. When they send those soldiers out, they have to be very, very careful. 'Cause all it takes is one to step on, and it can kill 1,000 if they're in that pack. I can't stand this motherfucking pack that's done ran through this fucking YouTube. I don't know them, and my heart is not built off of hatred, but I can't stand none of these motherfuckers. None of them. I hate the fact that I even know some of them by VIA messages or VIA fucking phone calls. I'm going to keep that shit real. You're despicable. And as they say, you know, in my terms, you're despicable as people. Not only were there authentic people out here to support, to raise hell on the fact of why they may feel Mr. Kelly should have went free or should have not been in this situation. You got these people who had succumbed some type of fucking devil energy inside of them. Just fucking devil evilness. Sit on your screens, multiple of them, and just lie and contradict. Smile in your face. Eating at the same motherfucking table behind the screens and shit. Preparing for their next goddamn move, which I would like to call episode. It's despicable. Y'all makes me sick as a fucking black culture. People want to preach about how we'll never get it together. People that has it together don't do the type of shit that you motherfuckers have done. By far. They don't do this type of shit. So all you motherfucking wolf packing ass people ain't shit. I am so highly glad outside of that walk, that protest of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, that I've never have ever had the fucking chance to meet the fucking wolf pack. I am so motherfucking happy. Because you motherfuckers are nothing but low down, dirty ass fucking snakes. You can take this video however you choose to see fit. But only Pap can tell you that it was nothing that I wanted out here, nothing other than to just walk for Mr. Kelly. But somehow you motherfuckers done came out here and turned this shit into a catastrophe of bullshit. All of you guys have. Anytime you want to sit up on whatever fucking podium or whatever to talk about someone else's life that you didn't know or lived, or as he said, been in his bedroom, you don't know. The only option that you had with that was to use a third party fucking language. Maybe, well, if that was me. Not talk about what the fuck you knew of him. That's an absolutely fucking red flag. Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck does that? reiterating on who the fuck is the dummies or who the fuck is the stupid ones, not even realizing if you turn the fucking mirror, all the fucking dummies was talking to the fucking dummies. Dummies listen to fucking dummies. Stupid people follow stupid people off the Richter of the fucking map. You all did that. Not Pap. I'm pretty sure that was quite a few wolves that had to go back to the pack. Man, we can't do nothing with her. That motherfucking girl head fucking strong than a motherfucker. Can't do shit with her. I don't care how you try to twist my fucking arm or put butter on my motherfucking back. I wasn't born yesterday or the day before. I'm not as hard as the next bitch. But that common sense rock like a motherfucker. You can feel it when you're anointed with it. And anointness is something that you can't take away. It was given to me. Gave me the power of self-righteousness. Knowing what can enter into your space when you are at your most gullible or vulnerable moment. You still have to be fucking prepared for the fucking wolves. You had a black wolf, a standing alone wolf, double mint motherfucking wolves. You done had some wolves that gave it a little thought, but then scattered out on their own. But they still some motherfucking wolves. I don't give a fuck. Nothing. I'm not sitting on here trying to preach no motherfucking ideology of nothing. Pap don't need to understand what is already motherfucking understood. The shit was written and spoken over 100 motherfucking years ago. The only thing that Pap needed to do was to be aware and alarmed that the same shit that happened 100 years ago can happen today. She understands the plan, the master plan, as well as the devil's plan. So you motherfuckers don't have a plan or the knowledge or a systematic motherfucking agenda to run on Pap, because it wasn't gonna fucking work at all. So if you ever, as one of those fucking wolves, feel as if though you done played the motherfucking chess game or you thought about playing checkers, you're going to have to come a little bit motherfucking harder. Sit and talk about how she dumb. Sit and talk about how she look. But flip that mirror around. Because them double standard ass motherfuckers, you ain't shit either. None. Got a pack of fucking wolves that likes to subliminal talk this shit. Teach you this shit. We know motherfuckers, if you don't work, you don't motherfucking eat. We know that. We know that it was a fucking rule out here or a certain type of level of an agenda of taking down Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly through the government. It wasn't that fucking hard to put a picture together to see that shit. Or your puzzle. Wasn't that fucking hard. A lot of the details in the paperwork gave that shit away. But no, it takes somebody in the human position to dehumanize a motherfucker to tell them that you stupid because you don't want to wait a motherfucking whole paperwork and have a fucking audience sitting in your fucking seat to be fucking bored with that motherfucking shit when all it took was 2 seconds of a fucking common sense. The details told it all. The details told it all. That this man was taking a hit on a whole bunch of motherfucking gossiping, cackling ass fucking females. Y'all just couldn't leave it at that. You got to be extensive. Yeah, you got to bring out the forum of highly educated intellectual motherfucking bullshit when it don't take all that. And this is why you motherfuckers are oppressed. This is why. See, the culture that you talk about simplified the shit. But it took niggas like you motherfuckers that wants to entangle it with some motherfucking highly educated fucking bullshit that you know that your black culture ain't motherfucking used to. Keep that shit simplified, just like the fucking white culture did to your ass. They told your ass you gonna be broke. They didn't come out here with all these motherfucking reasons. Why? They told you that every motherfucking loan that you was gonna go get was gonna be well over 28 to 35 motherfucking percent. And they didn't come with all this motherfucking bullshit behind it. They didn't do that. Always the fucking niggas trying to break down some shit that is unnecessarily, in some cases, to break the fuck down. If you'd have kept it to it is what the fuck it is, maybe you wouldn't be over there all fucking less of a fucking breath trying to explain a bunch of shit. That's just the way the fuck it is. You ain't gonna fix it, and they ain't gonna fix it. You just gonna follow along to get the fuck along on your own motherfucking people like they fucking taught you. That's it and that's all. That's it and that's all. Good morning, Kimberly. Coming out here as a fucking wolf pack thinking that your predator skills was impeccable. Because you want to talk this way. You want to act this way. You want to tell people how other people should be or how they not be. That shit was taught years of fucking ago. Sorry for the people that missed that motherfucking boat. But Pap ain't missed a goddamn thing. Nothing. When my eyes pop open, my brain gets to going. So there's nothing that you can speak of that comes through my fucking ears that I don't catch, that allows me to decide the fuck is going on. What the fuck are you talking about? Then I get to make that decision. Like, get the fuck away from me. The fuck away from me. And I said it last night. Demonic ass people don't like good people. You don't like when good people talk on this type of shit. Because you're the pack of the fucking demonic ass fucking people that came out here with this fucked up ass agenda. Prime example of how it works. Let's equate this with gangbangers, right? We got all different type of motherfucking lords out here. Then you got all type of motherfucking GDs or whatever they are on that side, the red and blues. Tell you how stupid that shit is. They know that at the end of the day, they still white fighting against the people that put the fucking oppression on their ass. But they took and divided themselves to be amongst of who's bad in the motherfucking red and who's bad in the motherfucking blue. Instead of putting that shit together and you got one motherfucking side of green where the oppression can't continue to happen to your ass. But I know this is what they taught us. This is what we know. If you know that this is what they taught us, and if you know that this is what we know, then why the fuck aren't your ass using up your reverse psychology fucking agenda to amend that shit, get rid of that shit? Don't keep telling the people what they already know and we already done did. If you keep talking that same motherfucking language, nothing will goddamn change. Nothing. It's gonna always be the same. But to sit on your fucking pedestals, you fucking demonic ass pack of wolves, y'all makes me motherfucking sick to my stomach. To my stomach. This ain't got nothing to do about whether you didn't fit in or you could, none of that shit. This about talking about the humanization of you motherfuckers. I never ever thought that it would be this fucking dirty, but you all are some dirty ass motherfucker, contradicting ass motherfucker, straddling ass motherfuckers. See, you ain't got to hate a nigga. But there is one strong motherfucking rule to not fuck with the nigga that done already been hated on your motherfucking ass. You could amend some shit like they do in the war. They go out there and they fight whatever they got to fight. But I guarantee you that them niggas ain't having motherfucking tea at the end of the fucking killing. They gone back in their motherfucking corner. The reason why is because they may just have to go to war again. Fuck, I'ma fight a nigga for. Bring you over for motherfucking tea and a cherry motherfucking Danish. Then next week we gonna cut each other motherfucking throat. Oh, I forgot. That's what they taught us. That's what they taught us. This is the only way. Or this is the way. And the devil is a motherfucking lie. The only reason that I know that Jesus would continue to fuck with the devil, and that's to continue to get in his ass. Sit your ass down. This is not what you gonna do. But I don't think that you will ever find an episode where Jesus actually laid out the motherfucking buffet table for the motherfucking devil. His job was to keep him in line. Get in bed with motherfucking fleas. Oh, you gonna have fleas. You gonna have fleas. But I know selling your soul is just, an easier way of getting out of shit so that I don't have to have cutthroat. That price must have came very motherfucking cheap. I don't give a fuck about a nigga talking about some, or a bitch talking about some, well, say, hit the link, but get in chat, cause say what got to say. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Hit your own motherfucking links out there. Give a fuck. And I'll say it again. All of my teachers come from within. And from me putting myself behind some good people and some good motherfucking books. Don't get that shit twisted. I ain't never gullible to the parables that you motherfuckers put out. Ever. This is not about the motherfucking price of tea in China. This is about you dirty, low down, bullshitting ass fucking wolf packs. I can stay on topic. I can keep my parables together. I can articulate just as well as you people claim that you can. I understand every motherfucking thing, especially when it don't make sense. I'm an expertise in that fucking area. You think I done called out a whole bunch of shit? I can keep this shit going day in and day out. Every time a motherfucking tongue touch the root of your fucking mouth, I can call that shit out. It's up to you to show how ignorant your ass is, mad because of how I called the shit out. Ignorant? You motherfuckers are ignorant. Don't say ignorant ass shit. You won't get no motherfucking response that you don't fucking expect to get. How about doing that shit? Sitting out here with a whole fucking wolf pack that never, ever, ever brought your motherfucking asses out there to support anything of Mr. Kelly. But you loaded up that motherfucking pipe of yours and or whatever you use as your fucking weapon to antagonize the people that did. Huh? I didn't have to read a book or any sort to know how to come out there and bring amongst unity. But you sure in the fuck, some people needed a motherfucking book to come on this shit to understand why you motherfucking wolf packs tore down motherfucking unity. Because you did that shit. You did that shit to some of the most gullible, vulnerable people out here. If only the way that you motherfuckers speak would have brought out a million of selection of people to stand and shout and say, show you right is the only motherfucking time I believe that you motherfuckers can teach me any motherfucking thing. Because you can't. Social media, you can do whatever the fuck you want to. But the relevancy and the high potency that you motherfuckers are trying to gain on this shit, coming from my motherfucking membrane, that shit ain't gonna motherfucking happen. It ain't gonna happen. Shout out to all the fucking ancestors that went out there with the fucking knowledge that they had to bring together amongst of our people, speaking that fucking language, talking about how the change is gonna come. But on this shit, ain't no change motherfucking coming because you are who you are, because you get to show out and talk that motherfucking bullshit on a fucking microphone. Fuck you. The fuck? Got all the motherfucking talking and stepping on a screen. But the real shit happened down there on that motherfucking concrete where the real people wasn't afraid to show themselves, shake hands and break motherfucking bread. Let's get this shit rocking and popping. Let's put the words out here on the streets. Because that's where usually the action takes place at, and that's usually where it means something. That shit had meaning to it. This yippity yappity ass fucking bullshit y'all talk on these fucking microphones is meaningless. Because everybody can talk it. Everybody can talk it. And again, y'all make me sick. There is nothing of a promised land that none of you motherfuckers are going to lead anybody to sitting comfortably in your motherfucking chair, claiming that you done made millions or you got this and I rock that, all that motherfucking material shit that can burn within a second. Burn down. Yeah, you oppressed when you still sitting on a motherfucking screen talking about what you got, how I got it. I got it. I got the best. When you should have been appreciative that you, goddammit, could feed your motherfucking ass today because your oppressor had all motherfucking options and time of the day to wipe all this fucking shit out. But you only blessed and happy about that little fucking tedious ass shit that you have that comes and goes day in and day out. Never, I would have never imagined a part, and it's only a smart part, of my fucking life speaking on this shit. I don't need to educate the people that should already know about your oppressors or about your enemies, about financial responsibility, the economically high rising and the downsizing and the falling of the to the curb of this shit. I shouldn't have to do that, and I don't want to do it, and I'm not going to do it. These are adults in this world, and you motherfucking wolf pack speaks as if you're talking to a goddamn channel of infantiles. Oh, but I get it though. It's social media. You can talk that shit. Be who you want to be. Be all you can motherfucking be. be all who you motherfuckers can be. But you have to understand all of our brains works the same. We have that subconscious that works differently accordingly to how you use it. And when I say mines went active, I activated that bitch as soon as I started off in this motherfucking bedroom that I'm laying in, that I got to get ready to go because my black ass about to run late talking shit to some crud, scrub, con, manipulators, agitators, bitches. And I stand on that shit. Good motherfucking try on PAP. Because one thing for sure and two things for certain. I don't run in a pack. I'm a cold motherfucking lioness that stands the fuck alone. Because even in a pack, you motherfuckers don't trust each other. Even in a pack. Because you motherfuckers are so dirty. You motherfuckers don't even trust each other. Y'all just like to hear each other howling. That's it. Different sounds. Something about that shit turns you motherfuckers on. Not Pap, though. Not Pap. Lost the way. That's what the fuck y'all did. Came out here and made all of this shit about you motherfuckers. This shit wasn't about a motherfucking bitch with 20 motherfucking degrees. This shit wasn't about a nigga who got all the sociology motherfucking skills. This shit wasn't even about a bitch who sat the fuck over there and wants to talk about Mr. Kelly's motherfucking life on fucking YouTube. This shit was all about free R. Kelly. But R. Kelly opened up the door. His name opened up the doors of all you motherfuckers to relive or revamp or have the fucking opportunity to tell motherfuckers what the fuck is going on with your dusty motherfucking asses. Who gives a fuck? That's that part that make me sound like I don't care about humans. No, I don't care about dirty, systematical, fucked up in the head ass motherfuckers. That's what I don't care about. Because y'all makes me sick. Unity should not be anything of a sort that you niggas ever fucking talk about. Because your pack tore down fucking unity. In a distinctive kind of way. The way that you were taught. You know, the way that you learned it. Yeah. That whole lesson about unity that I know about. You learned that. You learned that part. You said, fuck that part. You wanted to do it this motherfucking way. And you motherfuckers have no fucking remorse about it. None. Because you just keep doing it. Fucking pack of wolves sitting up under each other, sniffing each other's motherfucking ass, agreeing to the same fucking bullshit that you motherfuckers are doing to the people that you think is fucking gullible. That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy. Everybody is stupid. Everybody is dumb. Well, I'm here to enlighten you motherfuckers that thought that Pap was dumb or stupid. The joke is on you motherfuckers. Because anytime you got to sit up there and keep repeating that motherfucking shit to come to the findings that the shit is not true, then who the fuck are you trying to motherfucking convince? Your dumb ass? Who is so motherfucking irrelevant? It don't make no sense. You ought to be tired of regurgitating that fucking bullshit. One thing about a smart ass motherfucker, if it's something that has irritated your motherfucking anal that motherfucking bad, smart people move the fuck around. Only a dummy would continue to regurgitate the same motherfucking shit, keep up the same motherfucking shit on their motherfucking spread. For what? Change your motherfucking comforter. Don't talk about it. Be the fuck about it. That's a smart motherfucker, isn't it? Isn't it? Hey, I'm a prime fucking example of it. I changed, I'm going to say this slow, my motherfucking spread overnight. Period. Period. Pap don't backslide. Nah, Pap ain't eating at the same motherfucking table with motherfuckers that I done seen that kept up the motherfucking shit. That ain't my style. Mm-mm. But it's most of you guys. Pull up, nigga. I'll buy a plane ticket, bitch. We fly. I'm going to stand alone so that I can fall alone. I'd rather it to be that way. It's pretty a safe way to be. Stand alone, fall alone. If anything's happening to me, I did it to my motherfucking self. I'm not allowing another motherfucker to do anything to me. Nothing. There ain't a Richter scale big enough in this motherfucking world to do so. Not with a man nor a woman. It ain't gonna motherfucking happen. Y'all have a good day. I got to go on and do something constructive. This wolf pack. Yeah. Y'all thought that y'all just had a whole bunch of people to motherfucking prey on. Nah, that shit don't work that way, man. That shit don't work that way. Y'all have a beautiful day. I'm out of here.